Hello everybody. Hey, if you're watching the replay, don't forget to not only like but follow. That way when we have a new video, it'll notify you, or if we go live, it'll notify you. But once you follow, there's a little tiny bell beside my name. Make sure you click on that bell and it'll turn your notifications on for me. I just put in your wrong passcode. I'm trying to get on Chris's. There it goes. Chris, I got everything ready to go for you in there supper-wise. All you have to do is just turn it on. You see it?
Grill, right?
Well, the grill, but the stuff in the kitchen, I've got ready for you. Hey, everybody. Hey, Linda. Hey, Helen. Hey, Debbie. Sherry, laugh out loud. I have the same shirt on. I bet yours isn't as dirty as mine. Today, I not only planted plants at the Wimberly house. It's a charity house right next to the church. I had to go get 25 bags of mulch, pick those, most of them up myself because there was nobody at Walmart to help me. Then Chris did meet me there to help me unload it. Then we planted 3 more plants so we could finish this one bed, and it looks pretty, but I have got stains. I have white skort thing on, and it's just dirty. Let's see if I can find this on here. Somebody sent me, I don't think it's on here yet. All right, tonight, I want to turn these comments off, but I got to find it first. So y'all keep saying where you're from, but I don't see it come up yet. All right, we're making a birthday present. You know, I always like to have y'all on here. We make craft and birthday. And I've got all my supplies, all my ribbon that I want to use. But, of course, I have it all sitting on the birthday present that we're going to work on. All the ribbon and the piece and our flowers. Y'all, I have like a little bouquet of flowers here, and I'll go through what I've got and what we're going to make. Kind of like our flip-flops we did before. And remember, I have the pattern for the flip-flops. I would just have to go back and find it, but I could send it to you. On the ones we made before that we made out of cardboard, because I'm always telling you that we could make it super easy. Okay, I bought this at Hobby Lobby. It's put together just like we would put together. They just don't have popsicle sticks or paint sticks. But it was regular $24.99, and I got it 40% off. So what would that be? $2.50 times 4 is $10. So I only had to pay 14 bucks for it. Great present. But we're going to put some more things on it than that. All right, I got it on there. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Jennifer. And Darlene, I'm glad I saw your name because, y'all, I got the sweetest thank you card from Darlene for the stuff that I sent her. And it is like, you know, I get y'all's thanks on the little PMs all the time, but this is kind of like Sin's Crafted Man's first thank you note. I'm so excited. So, Darlene, thank you so much. Thank you for the thank you note. As me would say, proper etiquette, I'm supposed to send you a thank you note for my thank you note. But, yeah, them days is kind of over. Hey, Cynthia from Pennsylvania. Judy. Another Judy. Wow, those are huge. Yes. If you remember when we put ours together, we used that braided and we kind of made it 3-dimensional. And this has got, you know, an added piece to it, but, you know, it doesn't have any weight in it. So we're going to paint them. Then we're going to make a little arrangement at the top of it, and I'll go through. These I bought at Walmart, and I'm not really sure if I'm going to use the yellow one. I kind of really want to stick to these orange ones. But got this at Walmart. Ooh, and this is missing one on the top. 97 cents. They're picks right now. Now, these two are really good picks, and I think I've got a couple more in here. If y'all remember, and I think I've already showed them to you before, they're $2, but I got these. They got like a longer stem, a little bit fuller at the top, but these were at the Dollar General. Just some eucalyptus, but I love that green color. It just screams summer. And this also was from the Dollar General, but these were $1. right here, and there's 2 of them, so you know they're not that thick. And then these, I got like a little boutique here. I'm sorry, y'all, but I get 3 of them. They were like $4.50, but they're really nice. They're like these little balls on the end, but I mean, doesn't that look like a piece of coral? And we're kind of doing like beachy stuff, so I wanted to stick that in there. And then another one of these picks, but also these I got from the same little boutique, and they're not paper, but this has got like a little moss on it, but I'm still gonna take it apart. But I just love these colors, especially with the brown, like a Judy color, and then kind of throw that eucalyptus color in there. It's just summer beach, good times. But I did pick up this yellow just in case I wanted to throw a little pop of yellow in there, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the green and the orange. This is a present, so of course you know it's for somebody else, not me, so we're getting all this color. Hey, Linda. Hello, first time here. Brenda, thank you so much for watching, y'all. Everybody tell Brenda, hey, she's new. Carol from Arkansas. Hello, first time here. Oh, Valerie had already told you hello. Y'all so sweet. We really have some really good people, Brenda. Where did you get the flip-flops? Got the flip-flops from Hobby Lobby. Regular $24.99, but you know they have that spring, you know, if you always go in there and they'll have like a little sign that says all spring stuff, either 40 or 50% off. When I happened to buy this, it was 40, but a lot of times if you'll just wait the next week, spring will be on sale. This, you know, anything it'll say on the little sign, anything spring, 50% off. So I'm pretty sure I got this for 40% off. But thank y'all for welcoming Brenda. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I really like the green and I like the sand. The person that I'm giving this to for her birthday, her birthday this year, and Mama, my poor mom, you know, her birthday is kind of like mine. Mine's 2 days after Christmas. You know, so you always get gypped getting those Christmas and birthday presents together. Well, her birthday is May the 9th, which is always around Mother's Day, but I'm pretty sure this year her birthday is on Mother's Day because I think it's May the 9th is a Sunday. So poor Mama, we'll have to like, you know, but at least she has, you know, she sees all of us, you know, because it's always around Mother's Day. It's got a little, you know, line on this, but I think because I kind of want to keep it that sandy color, beachy, her house is gray and white, so that's why I think the orange will really pop. So I think I kind of want to do a sandy color on this in white polka dots, or a sandy color with the orange polka dots. And the only reason why I don't want to do orange is because I'm going to do so much at the top. But see how I've got like, you know, a little bit of white coming through, so we won't do like a stark white on it. So let's do a sandy and a little white polka dot on it. All right, so let's grab our plaster, which I think I got a couple of these open. We're gonna grab our fawn, because the fawn and the hazelnut in the Waverly chalk kind of gives me that sand that I want. So hazel and fawn. And it's the same colors we used to make our sand on our beach scene the other day. So I really like it. Thanks, everyone. I'm a flip-flop kind of girl. All right, Brenda. So is my mom. I wear flip-flops all the time, but she loves flip-flops. She does everything flip-flops. My son's is May 12th, and Mother's Day sometimes falls on it. Oh, gosh, that kind of sucks for him because, you know, he's a guy. Do you ever see my comments? Yes, Jenny, I'm sorry. Did you ask me something? But I do see it. Is it Janny or Jenny? Do you pronounce Janie? Janny? That's really pretty. Heller. But I do see them. I'm sorry. What about a soft peach? That would be really pretty. And I ordered, I found them on Amazon. I started thinking I really like the coral color, like, it's a little bit more coral than orange than this. And the royal blue of like an anchor or whatever. I saw those together the other day and I thought it was really, really pretty. So I ordered a ribbon that had the coral You know, you kind of think of anchor blue and more coral color. You know, I'm sure there's some football team Chris will complain about. Chris, what is coral and royal blue? It's kind of like an orangey, between an orange and a white. Oh gosh, he said it sounds like Florida. Oh, somebody's saying here, good evening from Lakeland, Florida. Hey, Rosemary. Oh my, look at those flip-flops. I know, Danielle, aren't they cool? All right, so we're going to paint the whole thing. And I kind of like the peach idea, but I'm gonna hang on. I'm scared I'll paint it. I don't want anything to clash with that orange. I really kind of want it to be, the polka dots be like the big thing, and that color of that orange just kind of pop. So I think I'm gonna grab just a little plate, which I have a disposable thing right here. Well, no, I need to do the polka dots. I might as well get out a plate. Hey, Amy. Good evening. Oh my, look at those flip-flops. Thank you so much for Rosemary. Y'all, if you're not a member of Sin's Crafting Bin, what Rosemary just shared, click on it and become a member. You don't have to fill anything out. It's free. It sends me a notification. I accept everybody, and it's all of us crafters. We post what we do, or if you don't ever want to post anything, you just want to look, or you want some ideas or whatever, please look on there, because y'all, these ladies have like the best crafts. I mean, and it's good to have other crafters at your disposal, because, you know, we're all over the country, y'all. We all have our own opinion, and nobody's mean on there. So if you ever have like a question like, does this bow or this color bow look better on it? Then you can, you know, get everybody's opinion. And a lot of people like me, I always, if I give somebody an opinion on, you know, is this color better than this color? I always try to like give the reason why I think it's better, or, you know, this one's better, you know, so maybe somebody can, you know, explain why they think something else is better. It's just good for everybody to be a part of it. Oops, I'm missing something long that says, my daughter's birthday is May 30th, and 76, when she was born, my doctor was out to his family's Memorial Day party all the time. I always feel bad. Her birthday is a holiday and her older sister's birthday. Oh man, yeah, that is kind of crappy. But May has a beautiful birthstone, so let's just look on the bright side. I have 4 older sisters, and their birthdays are May, June, July, and August. They get the perfect birthday party. Always have, you know, great. Mine's in December. We won't harp on that anymore. It's just awful. But my oldest, I mean, the sister that's closest to me is May 31st. And I love emerald. Emerald is May's birthstone. So we'll just say, you know, they have that emerald birthstone. So, you know, that's just kind of the way it is. I mean, I have to compete with Jesus's birthday. Like, you know, who can compete with that? Where did you say you got the flip-flops? I got them from Hobby Lobby, and it's in their spring collection. So wait till that spring. If it's not on sale one week, the next week it will be on sale. Hey, Cian, how are you doing? Carol from Pennsylvania. I'm doing great. Is the cooler cream cycle what you are looking for? Yeah, I think what you're saying, like a creamsicle. Isn't that what they call that? The orangey and white. Okay, y'all, I'm mixing these two colors together. See how this has, it's really close to like wet sand. And then this has that little yellow, I mean a little bit of like a yellowy orange. I just like them together. So that's what we're gonna like treat as our sand. And this, I believe we are going to sand some of the edges and distress some of the edges, because if she keeps this outside, and we live in the country in Georgia, and I know she is, she's like me. She lives way out in the country, so you can go ahead and bet birds are going to try to make a nest in it. It's going to get a little grunge. And unlike me, my mom will probably leave it up all summer. So I'll make myself a new one. Y'all have got, besides this, 3 wreaths to make this week. I mean, and I'm not a wreath channel, so I don't want to really make them on my lives every week. But I bought the Wimberly house home. I have not made one for them since the fall. It's got like fall ribbon on it. And I know that's what it is because I put it on there. And the Wimberley house is a real old house, and it's in the historic part of our little town. So I'm really thinking I'm going to go see Jennifer and get some more of those little chairs we did last night, Adirondack. I hope I'm saying that right. Chairs that we did last night and make like a little, I have got a grapevine wreath for it. That this is what we use every time. It is humongous. I mean, the vines on it are like this. So I think I want to do about 3 of those chairs across it, like, you know, across it, and do like maybe an arrangement on the top and bottom of it. So you finally got the Hobby Lobby. No, Debbie, I got this a while ago. When we did the flip-flops the first time, I've had it since then. But it's in their spring collection, so they'll still have it. And you may be able to, I don't know what they would do like to you on shipping, but you can look on their website and get this. Try not to get any on the little, I think I already did, but that's okay. We're gonna paint that too. All right, I got one that's already, but no, Debbie, I have not gotten a Hobby Lobby yet. I know y'all think, is this girl ever gonna go to Hobby Lobby? But not looking like that's gonna happen anytime soon. And I even was not too far from it today. I wanna put a little white in this. I'm trying to lighten it up. It seems a little too dark. Maybe it's because last time we painted it on, remember we added a little white into it because we were making the beachy scene. So maybe that's why. So I'm gonna add a little plaster in here. I mean, I still like the color. I just wanna lighten it up. Ooh, and I even like the streaks in it. See, like a little bit of streak. Because if y'all ever wear flip-flops like me, you get your feet print all in them. Jan, I don't think she's on here tonight. I haven't seen her, but once when when your kids are little and you're we went to the beach, and I always used to keep all their shoes. You know, I'm that mama that has had a billion flip-flops for them because the flip-flops got to match their clothes. So I would keep them in like a hamper, like a little just dollar store, like clothes hamper where like the sand can come out of it. When you get home, they got like beach footprints in it, like feet print in their flip-flops. Like, it's like black and the sand gets all in. So when I get home from the beach, I still do it to mine when I go to town. I go to the car wash and I pressure wash their shoes when they were little so they wouldn't have like all the black feet prints in them. Well, Jan happened to pull up and thought that was the funniest thing ever. She was like, only you. And I was like, I know I'm smart. Because I was out there washing their flip-flops at the car wash. But I just think it's the best idea. I mean, because like a cheap little pair of flip-flops, after they get like a little black feet printed, you don't want them to wear it anymore. Kids are taking their shoes off. You're like, oh my Lord, they got grocery store feet. They would wear that kind of stuff to church too. So, yes, I do wash their flip-flops. Yeah, you look online too because we don't have a Hobby Lobby here. Yeah, Lori, look online. Oh, they're sold out. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, listen, I can trace this for you. But remember, I have the flip-flop pattern. Now, I don't have this like little wishbone type thing, but I may could do it for you. But you know who probably could? You can go on Jennifer last night in our film. Rosemary shared, oh, no. I think she shared it on my page. She shared it somewhere, maybe in Sin's Crafters. She shared Jennifer's website. I guarantee you, Jennifer will make you, and she'll even cut the part right here for you to put on here. I mean, I really don't know why you would need like the little pieces in the back. I mean, unless it's just to kind of give it a little dimension so it won't lay on. But go on Jennifer's site. Yeah, I guarantee you. And she'll send it to you blank. Jennifer paints some stuff for you or she sends it to you. And she knows how to send stuff all over the country because she does it every day. And she's not expensive. Her price, you cannot beat her prices. So, Lori, go on Southern Door Art in Waynesboro, Georgia, and look it up. There you go. She just did it. Rosemary, you like my secretary, girl. I love you. Click on hers, and you just tell her to call me, and I'll give her all the measurements, and she can make one and send it to you. And she'll send it to you blank, because like I said, she does blank wood pieces, and she'll paint them for you. I think it's a little bit more expensive if you if you want her to paint them. I don't think you get it for like the blank, but she is, I mean, has the best prices on raw wood pieces, because all she has to do is just cut it. And she can send it anywhere. I mean, the last time that she sends all kind of stuff when y'all order from her, when I ordered before, she said, yep, I already got it off to them. See me, I have to go down there and weigh it and tell you how much it is. She'll already know exactly how much it is for the shipping, just because she does it every day. And I can give her the exact measurements of this, or I have gotten flip-flops from her before. So I'm sure she has it. And she could probably actually make them smaller or bigger. You can just tell her what size, how tall you want them, and she'll, send it to you. She is the best. And now that she just, because of COVID, she had to close and work from home, which is where her cutter is anyway. Now she just decided, she said that she just was doing so much just at home, she didn't go back to her shop when her lease was up. So she's able to cut all day, paint all day. She was painting something the other day, and I was just kind of like, every time you go to her house to get something, you want to just say, can I come paint with you? I'll do whatever just to sit down and paint it. It looks so fun. Can you imagine just sitting here doing this all day? It'd be so fun. She probably thinks it's a job, and it's like, nah, it's not as fun as you think, but it looks so fun. Okay, and I'm gonna go back and put some white in here, but I think I'm gonna leave so it'll define that edge. I'm not gonna get extremely close. I'm gonna kind of leave it a little dark at the edge, so you'll be able to see that, the fact that it's two flip-flops. Probably won't be able to see it when I put all the stuff on the top. I want to make sure. All right. I'm telling you, I like the white in it. That way it lightens it up a little bit. And we would have used the white the other night when we were doing our sand. I would have used it to lighten it up. So I like that. And I love the streaks in it. They're still a little wet, but see, I love those streaks. It almost gives it that rustic look already before we have to sand it and put a little stuff on it anyway. All right. I didn't get a notification today. First time I haven't. Nancy, I'm sorry. Make sure, go back when you go on, like when we finish, go on my page, like actually go to my page, and there's a little bell beside like my name, and make sure like for some weird reason they didn't like unclick that bell, because that bell is what notifies you. I'm sorry though. Hey, Sin from Lockport, New York, and Edgewater, Florida. All right. How are you from two? Is that one place you're from and you're just at two different, or you go to one location, or you have a group? Miss you, but glad you enjoyed my girls. Oh, Judy, I did. I was sad when she left because it's like she takes Sterling all at one time, like, but you know, she can't go. And Sterling, you know, Neely is her person. So we used to keep her every now and again, but she's just so sad when her mama's not here. As much as I spoil her, she still just will kind of look at the door. And now that Neely stays home and works, like what the job Neely had, you know, she works on her computer all day, so they decided not to open their offices back up, so she'll stay home. So it's like that kid that used to go to daycare, and then now they're home all the time, and their parents are probably wondering, how am I going to go back to work? That's Sterling. I don't think she'd have some kind of issues, but she would definitely miss her all day. Tonight I'm crafting my garland with you. I'm making it for above my bar with my bees. All right, Darlene, I'm in love with flip-flops. Me too. I love flip-flops. I love to wear flip-flops. So let's see. I'm going to get a smaller, more defined brush out. And I need to pull this off. Like every night I just touch this when I'm cleaning off. So, I mean, I've already got layers and layers of this paper towel. I'm not telling how deep it goes. Our anniversary is the 10th. Usually falls around Mother's Day. Oh, Brenda, now that's got to be terrible. Well, for you, yeah, you're probably getting that anniversary and Mother's all in one. But at least maybe if you're when your kids get old enough, if they're not, they'll give you the Mother's Day gift, and your husband has to get you the anniversary, because you know that's kind of, I'm falling into that right now. Like Chris is thinking, you know, they're old enough to buy you their own Mother's Day present. But this year it'll be 25 years for Chris and I. And that's a long time. It only feels like 125. Just teasing. Chris is who I want to be when I grow up one day. I say that all the time, but it's true. Because he never tells me no. I mean, when I get angry about something, I feel so terrible because he doesn't. He never tells me no. He does all kind of stuff for his mama and daddy, for his grandmama. So sometimes I do have to cut him some slack if there's something I've asked him 5 times to do and he's forgotten, because he really is the best human being on the planet. My dad passed away on Mother's Day. Oh my gosh, Diana, I am so sorry. We'll be married 41 years. Oh my gosh, such a sad thing. And then somebody said something awesome right after. I messaged her before I got distracted because my mind has been jumping all over the place. Craft-wise, laugh out loud, yes. Yeah, and if you messaged her, you know, if she needs to know, I sent her a message today, and I don't think I've checked my phone to see if I heard back from her. I was on the road, and I texted her right before I headed to Augusta to get that mulch. But I'll text her too and say, listen, if you need those flip-flop measurements, I'll give them to her. But like I said, I know that she's got flip-flops. I've bought them from her before. But if she messages you back or whatever, tell her you want the dimensional part if that's what you want. You know, so you're going to end up really getting 3 pieces. Sometimes she'll go ahead and glue it down for you, but most of the time if I get her to make me anything that has, you know, like multiple pieces like this, I just tell her I'll stick it down. Because, I mean, that way you don't have to worry about if she sticks it on there if it falls off by the time you get it. But she's got these like boxes she sends them into. It should be okay. Yes, Diane, and it sucks sometimes when they're so good, like, because when he does like forget something, you know, I just want to go, I've asked you 3 times, but then I can't because he's so good. He's such a good person too. But I can't tell him that, because then he'll definitely won't worry about remembering, because he'll be like, listen, I'm a good person, so don't expect me to remember, so I can't tell him. which I do tell him all the time. He's my hero. So a hero, I want to choke sometimes. Bless him. His selective hearing. I mean, his selective, hearing and his selective memory. But, all right, so I'm just doing this a little plaster. I almost wish this stripe was bigger. We could do some little tiny polka dots on this. You know, just the opposite, but I don't want to do too much. That's really sweet. How many years have you been married? 24. It'll be 25 this October. Going back home to Florida tomorrow. Our 38-year-old, oh, I missed the prayer thing. That is a marvelous thing to say about your husband. You and him are blessed to care so much for each other. Thank you so much. Yeah, like I said, he ain't perfect. I want to choke him sometimes, but I do love him. Going back home from Florida tomorrow. Our 38-year-old son has open heart surgery 2 months ago. They replaced a I know how to say that word. I just can't say it right now. Valve with mechanical valve. He's doing good. So we are going back to Florida until July. I mean, isn't that awesome when you can go and stay for a long time? And as a son, you know, nobody takes care of you better than your mom. I mean, your wife tries. I mean, I try. Chris is a better caregiver than I am. But he would probably think it was pretty cool, his parents coming and taking care of him instead of me or something. I could cook him something to eat, but, you know, I think my thing is like, I'll just be quiet, not disturb them. When, you know, when you're sick, you want somebody to talk to you or not talk your head off like I would. But that's sweet. Y'all can go for so long, and I'm glad he's doing good. Bought from her before Christmas. Okay, so you have bought from her before. Yeah, I love Jennifer. And like I said, no matter where y'all are, if you're in Canada, send it to her. Now, I don't know what the shipping is going to be there, and it may take a little bit longer, but she can send something anywhere. I got your email. I flagged it. Maybe I won't lose it this time. Yes, Judy. And when I put yours in, it came up to where I had sent you an email before. But I put all of them on there. So I think I even put the bunny stuff on there just because I wanted you to have everything. We have been married for 50 years. All right. Oh, man. 50 years? That's like you get jewelry for those times, don't you? What do you get for 25? I feel the same way about my husband, Frankie. He is so good to my kids, and yes, it's, yeah, but doesn't it, like when they mess up or something, you want to just choke them, but you can't because they're good people. Like a long time ago, I'd be like, you forgot, I just said it right before I walked out the door, but see now, you know, he takes care of his Mimi, and he's the sweetest man in the whole world. He'll come to the Wimberley house, the charity house next door, and mow the grass every week in the summer. And all I have to do is say, hey, I want you to come mow the grass. And he just comes and does it and spends hours doing it. So now he does all that. When he forgets something, I just be like, I can't say anything. But I want to, but I don't. 25 is diamonds? Silver for 25. All right, now, am I getting diamonds or I'm getting silver? Because I'll probably whip his behind if he bought me diamonds, but still kind of nice to know. All right. Y'all, I'm on day 30 of my whole 30. You know, I started 2 days early. I still hate water. For those of you out there like me who hate water, bless us. I don't know what we're going to do because it doesn't get any better. I still hate it. That's all I can think is I want to do it because I think I'm going to round out maybe at around 17 pounds, you know, between 16 and 17. And I feel really great. But Saturday, y'all, I'm having me a Sprite Zero. I don't want any cheesecake. Everybody was like, just do what you want to. Have a day. No, I don't care. I don't care about anything but my Sprite Zero. I hate water. Gosh, I hate it. And it's not good for you to hate water. You're supposed to love it. All right, I'm going to get my circle. And I have like a really big one. And I'm debating on whether I should try to find it. You know, the ones at the dollar store are bigger than the, I think this is probably about an inch, but the ones at the Dollar Tree, you know, they have that one that's bigger. Yeah, right at about an inch. But I don't know if I should worry about it, if I can see these or if it's too small. Let's see. Here's some smaller ones, but I don't see one of my big ones, and I know I've got one back there in that room. It's probably eating them. And I like doing the polka dots with these. I probably can do it a little bit bigger, but I don't want to mess up. And I can't like be real slow with y'all on here. All right, we'll just go with this. And I hate to get it wet because that just kind of makes it harder, but they're just so dry. And you know, your chalk paint's already a little bit dry. All right. Prayers for you, Judy. Oh my gosh, y'all, I keep missing it. I hate water too. I drink club soda. I can't drink anything but water. Club soda would be, I don't know. I like the club soda you get at Walmart. It's like the mandarin orange flavor, but you know it's got fake sugar in it, so I can't have the fake sugar either. My granddaughter is having a gender reveal cookout on the 2nd. I'm going to eat everything. If I ate everything right now, I haven't had dairy in 30 days, and everybody I've spoken to that does Whole30, they're like, you can introduce things back to yourself, the grain and the sugar, not have to worry about, but they said you really have to watch for dairy. Like, don't bust out and eat like some ice cream. You need to slowly put it back in it because it'll really upset your stomach. Seeing I have a heart. Hold on. Characterizing this, hold on, it's showing me somebody's replying. Oh, Judy, you were saying something about your heart. See, I missed when y'all, you must have said it before everybody was saying there. That selective thing is a guy thing. Yes, it is. All right, hold on. Say it again, Judy. Something about your hearts. Tell me again. I'm sorry. It won't go back far enough for me. But I want to be able to know what you're saying. Okay. Remember, what Jennifer told me about doing polka dots, and like I said, she paints wood all day, is kind of remember the triangle. And just say if you start right here. And I always put this down and twist up. That way I get all that, the side that may not have that good paint, and then it doesn't leave like a spongy. It leaves like a perfect little circle for me. All right. So what she means is the triangle is either you can go triangle here and here, but I'm going to start like go back towards me. So if I did that one right there, triangle right here, and you have to decide on how close you want them. And I don't want them real close because I want this polka dot, but I don't want it overwhelmed. I want a lot of the sand. So I'm not going to do it really close. I'm going to set this down. And it's a little bit, go back the other way too. And it's a little bit off the side, but I'll show you what I mean by my triangle. All right. Like if this is the one that I did, this is my triangle. Down this side and this side. So if I move it in this direction, this is one side of the This is one side of the triangle, so I put another one right there. And you just keep going in the, I don't know any better way to explain it than that. Just the triangle. And it really works because no matter which direction you turn it in, you do a triangle from the one you're looking at. Like if that's the top of your triangle, then you're going to do it right here. And I'll show you. So, okay, I started with, let me see. Okay, I started with, this was my triangle. Then I turned it this way, and I said, this is the top of my triangle. So I already had one right here, so I would put that one right there. So see, now if I turn it back and this is the top of my triangle, I know I need one right here. So that way you don't have them in a straight line. And you keep that triangle going. Seeing I have a heart characterizing this Friday. Or is that like quarterizing, characterizing? What is that? Is that the same thing? This Friday thinking I've got blockage. Well, I sure hope that they can put stents or they can just clear it right up and you don't have to have major surgery. Dollar General has some sugar-free powder that you can add to your water for flavor. Sugar-free, but is it fake sugar? See, I can't have fake sugar either. And don't give me that fake sugar, gets me every time because I haven't had real sugar in a long time, but I do eat a lot of fake sugar. But yes, Judy, we are all praying for you. Okay, so that's my triangle. This is going to be my one right here. And this is my triangle, so I need one over here. And like I said, I want like a good little amount of space between these. I don't want to overwhelm it with polka dots. Okay, so that's my triangle. Here's another one right here. And this one will be right here. This one will be right here. All right, this one will be right here. And this one will be kind of falling off the edge. All right, so there's like our triangles. And y'all, it's not perfect, but it's gonna give us as close as we can. They're gonna be all the same size because of this. Triangle. I'm not gonna worry about hitting the little, because it's the same color. So it's going to be right there. Oops, I hit it. All right, we may can touch that up. Okay, so that's a triangle. This is a triangle. All right. All right. Now right here, since it's not going down in there really good, I'm gonna get a paintbrush to fix that. That way I don't, make my circle too big and have some weird looking circle in there. I'll probably have to do it on this one too. And yeah, and I'll have to use the paintbrush for that one too. All right, and it'd be like it was coming out the other side. Girls, either I got, far as hell or the MRI machine got smaller. I got cauterized, I don't know what that word's supposed to be today, for MRI today or my neck. Hold on, girls, either I got fat as hell or the MRI machine got smaller. I didn't read that right the first Oh my God. Oh, darn. For your neck, Judy, girl, all machines are getting smaller as we get older. Prayers for your surgery and a full recovery. Your neck. Where did you get, hold on, where did you get my dauber, this little thing right here? I got at Walmart. I got the variety pack that has about 3 sizes. This one a little bit smaller and one that's really, really, really small. The one at Walmart, the one at the Dollar Tree that you can get is actually a lot bigger than this one, but you only get the one size. See, like here's probably the medium size one that comes with this, and then you have a real little tiny one. That's super tiny, like it's only a ½ inch. See, it's real tiny. And that's what I always say is if you're going to get them, go ahead and get the pack that has a variety, because you know, you can wash them out, put them with your brushes, and you're going to use them more than you think you would. All right, now one would be right here, one would be right there, one would be right here, and one would really be right there, but I don't want to make it perfect like that, so kind of want to put some of my little color on that one because it's a different shoe. So I want my dot. I'm being picky now. My dot to stay there, but I wanted it to cut off on the other side. So besides the ones I have to fix around my band, I think we did pretty good on that one. Let's see if I got a small enough brush. I think it's got water in it though. Yes. Prayers for you. Where do you get your, okay. Judy, this pandemic has everyone's body a hot mess. Yes. You see me, I had to like give up all kind of stuff for a month. I'm talking about just for what I gained for COVID. We ain't talking about I've lost weight like overall. This is just trying to get that 19 pounds off that I'm heavier than I was back in the fall. And I'm kind of stuck now, y'all. I've been stuck on this and then Amy, my niece, she's dying laughing at me. She goes, you're not supposed to weigh yourself. You're supposed to weigh yourself at the end. I'm like, girl, I am addicted to them scales. It's like, I don't know if y'all are like the same thing. Even when I'm not trying to lose weight, that's the first thing I get up and do. And I've probably turned Chris into that person too, because he does it really bad too. All right, I'm sitting here trying to touch up this little part right here, and there's a little part right there. All right. All right, so I'm liking that one. So see, it's not too close together, but it's still our polka dot, so we got to do the other one. And how long has it taken me to do that? I need to quit reading. Okay, today was my off day, but I feel like I ran a marathon. Debbie, you know sometimes you need a vacation from your vacation. When I go on vacation, I know I do. Because I just worry all week. You know, even if you go stay in a nice place or you go stay in somebody else's place, you know you have to clean it all up before you leave. And in my brain, the whole time I'm there, I'm like, if I do this little bit right now, that won't be so bad at the end of the week. To where I spend the entire time straightening up after them. And see, I don't even do that at home. I don't know why I do it on vacation. So, I don't know if y'all have ever had staycations, but when the girls first got out of high school, yeah, the very first year Neely went to college, that July, we always went to Daytona for a week. And I was like, I don't think I'm going this year. And I didn't. I stayed home. I binge watched Sons of Anarchy, on TV, Netflix or something. And let's see. I went to my mama's to eat lunch, my sister's to eat supper sometimes. And I just bought all this stuff and put it out on my bed, like chips and candy and all kind of stuff to feed myself. So I didn't even have to get out of bed to watch TV. And it was the best vacation I think I have ever had. All right. So let me quit jibber jabbering and get this done. Okay, triangle. Ooh, that one's kind of a big one. Triangle. Triangle. All right. Need one right there. I'm gonna have to fix that one. Triangle. Y'all, I have to say that to myself. It makes it so much easier. Let's see. To remind yourself to look where the last one was. Okay. So that one right there. That one should be right there, but we got a little off. Those two are a little too close together, but we'll get back straight. Triangle in between those. And this is gonna have a little one right there and the other one on the other side. And then one back here. One right there. One right there. One right there. Triangle. 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 All right, and one right there. We really need to have one about right there. All right, let me fix this. Sounds like a great staycation. It was the best vacation. I mean, they came in, because then when you get home, you got all those dirty clothes, and I found you can go to the laundromat and wash all of them at one time. And that way, you know, the day you get home, you're not doing laundry the entire time. Because I got where I was doing it on vacation. I'd go to the laundromat there like halfway through because I was like, this is going to be too bad at home. So they would help me, but you know, then I don't feel like I got to go in there and wash the clothes. They're not mine. And Chris was like, you didn't miss us? And I was like, oh yeah, I missed you. It was the best vacation. Isn't that terrible to say? I remember that, everything. The next year I did the same thing. And then they decided to go somewhere else. They love going to Daytona. I just got sick of going too. So I was like, if y'all go somewhere else, I'll go with y'all. Because, you know, kids don't need a vacation. They don't work. But you feel like you got to entertain them, and it's supposed to be your vacation. Okay. Besides this one little place over here I want to fix, I think I'm happy with all of it. I don't want that little part of that white to be over there. And then that little doodad right there was... And I think we got all our little mishaps all taken care of. Got to the airport tomorrow and drop off son-in-law. Then Saturday take manager's test. Oh man, tests. I get scared of tests and mess up. Okay, so I like it. And I think that pop of orange at the top is gonna be perfect. All right, let me make sure it's dry. I really want to distress the edges of it, but I'm gonna wait till we get to the end. That way I know it's all really super dry. So I won't mess up any of these dots. Cute flip-flops. Y'all, where did she get those flip-flops? Lynette, I got them from Hobby Lobby. They said they're out of them online, but you make it look in your store. Because if they are, you can message, you have to go back up and go to Southern Door Art because she can send you some too. They were $24.99, but I got them on sale. And I guarantee you Jennifer is not $24.99. Now, I don't know how much it is to ship to you. But yeah, she's like really good prices on her big boards. I think her big boards are maybe 10, like when they're blank, but she would have to like whatever shipping is, and it probably wouldn't be $5 or so. So yes, she posted it again. Got me a dryer. I love it. Yes, Sherry, you be careful you don't burn your paint. All right. I'm going to leave the rope that's on it. I think it's a good size, and it lets you know that you don't need to hang it really low because this is extremely long. So, you know, having a short, you know, will give you that good height. I'm going to cut my tag off of here. Check out, y'all, I got my yard clippers up here. And Chris took some of my scissors to sharpen, but he said he didn't have time today. So I didn't want to like say, why not? Because he was helping his mom and daddy all day. So, you know, I can't be that person. You're welcome, Lynette. One dot on the last shoe near wishbone needs a little more paint. One dot near the wishbone. Oh, I think I see what you're talking about. Y'all, why do people craft alone? I don't know. Because y'all keeping me straight. Okay. I think you're maybe talking about this one. And it kind of cattywampus anyway. Is that the one? Let's see. That one right there near the wishbone. A little paint right there. Paint right there. Trying to get all the ones around the wishbone. I hope I'm getting it. Okay. I hope I got, yep, that one. Okay, good. One, okay, yep, that one. Yes, that is the one. Y'all, oh, Johnny on the spot for me. All right. So what I did was I got a little piece of Oasis. And y'all, the best thing to cut that stuff is just find like a serrated, like get one out of an old thing, buy one at Dollar Tree, because they just go right down. If you have something thick, you just need that edge to get it on down. Now, I need this piece to probably be about this size, but I still feel like it's too much because what I want to put on there, I just don't think I would get away with holding them together and holding them in place. So I'm going to maybe take the smaller end. And we will kind of like that now. I just feel like I need this big hump, but I'm not. I'm gonna make myself not use it. Okay. Now, I want to put it at the top, and it would be the best thing for me if I drill 2 holes. That way it would help me get it on here, but I don't think I can do that. I would hate for her to like want it and then have 2 holes in it. But, all right, so I'm thinking since this will hold it up right here, this is the center, I'm gonna lash it between here. I can glue it on here all day, but, you know, it's still going to be holding a bow, flowers, and some greenery. So, I don't want to take any chances with it. And I can hear this already. It's so hot on it. Look at it melting. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 of these, which I don't know if I need. No, not that much. And I don't think it really matters on the color, but I'm going to grab something really close to what I have anyway, in case something shows through. And I think I'm going to have to, yeah. I think it's going to be just a little bit too short. So I'm gonna put the length on these. And I'm actually gonna bite down into it just a little bit just to know that I've got it really steady. Cause I usually will put 2 on here and go the other way, but I can't do that. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. If I had 2 holes right there, I could hold it in place and it'd be perfect. And she probably could fill them in, but I always like to, you know, I don't want to do anything to it to where if she ever just wanted the board, she'd have to get that hot glue off. But I could tell her how to do that. What? Oh, you crushing my head? I've been in here singing your praises. Cattywampus. It's the thing. It's funny for real. All right, so we got it on there. It's got some good strength to it. Like I said, if there's a way you're doing it for yourself, I would say, especially if you're going to put greenery on it and you think you might do it again, go ahead and drill those holes and do it the other way. It just, nothing can twist on it. But I don't really have that option. I got a huge spider web right here. And my mama, I ended up having to tell her I got this for because she came in when we did the other flip-flops and said, you know, I really like those flip-flops. I was like, Mama, no, you can't have them. I've got you some. Okay, let's start off first with, I love this color. And I have several of them, but I'm thinking it's such a good pick. They were $2 at the Dollar General. And it's rare that I buy floral stuff there, but these just had a really good summer color. You know, I love it when it's got that like white, like little distress and like ash color on it. But for this, I really knew with flip-flops, it needed to be summery. Or anything in the summer. All right, bless your heart. I can't reach her, but she sure needs to help me out here. All right, so let's see. You end up with, you got 2 shorter ones and these. And I kind of like it cascading, but I don't want to make it too wide. I don't want to cover up too much of this. I think I'm going to cut it down even some more. And these 2. Because that way we can control exactly how big it is and exactly how much. But I like that, like the lighter color on the end. I really want you to be able to see that. Because that's the green that I brought in too for some of our ribbon. All right. Just gonna put a little bit of glue in it. And I kind of want this to sweep just a little bit, you know, instead of just go straight out. So I want to put this on here so where you can see it. You don't have to see me so much as this. I want to kind of save that paint because I'll probably have to do some touches up. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to do it sweeping. Now, if you don't have a lot of picks, or you don't want to put a lot of greenery in it, you could take something like your burlap, even a burlap ribbon, and cover your oasis like this. That way, if you don't fill it up that much, you won't see this. But it seems like I got a lot of little stuff over here, so I'm really not going to worry about cleaning that up too much. Ow. Oh, I'm trying to push it through a leaf. Getting too close. And that one, this is getting a little flimsy on these little shorter pieces. All right. Because I want you to really see that end piece, that lighter color. Ow, 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 ow. All right, and this one I'll do straight out. So really, I mean, you see how much coverage that is just from that one. When you're looking at it from the front. All right, so I'm gonna really do this one up forward. So you can see that contrasting green color. All right. All right, let me see. Now this, what is this supposed to be? I don't know if it's like a ligustrum, maybe? But ligustrum is more yellow, right? And it's a good little pick, but I mean, it's really long. I could tell, that's the thing kind of at the Dollar General. Theirs are a little bit longer stemmed, which can be a good thing, especially if you're making a flower arrangement, a tall one. Let me come down here, because this one comes down, but I'm thinking I want to make that a little bit lighter. Because I want just a little bit of this white in here, but not a whole lot of it. Because we got so much on the... Ooh, I'm going to put that one on the bottom. Because it's so long, but it's a good filler. And then it's got that white, that splash of white in it. Oh, ooh, that fell back towards me. Oh my gosh, me too. And yes, I see it. And Wappy, hold on. I'm in West Virginia and we say cattywampus. All right. Yeah, I mean, like, it's all, you know, it's all, I don't know what else you would say besides cattywampus, especially if you want to keep it clean. Okay, I like that. And this, I'm going to do this one kind of the same way, but I'm going to come up a little bit more so we can still see the, so I think this was a good pick for $2. I mean, because you're really getting just about 2 in 1. And sometimes I like to pick the flowers at Dollar Tree. That's about the only thing that I've never been too excited about. I love getting just the greenery from them. Oh, and that's missing like the best part on the end. All right, and this one we're gonna kind of go up, but we can bend these a little bit. Hold on. This one doesn't look the same. Hold on. See, it is different. All right. Yeah, I want one that's more like this. That's one thing I've never been real thrilled about is the the flowers and stuff from the Dollar Tree, or maybe it's just mine. Because sometimes I'll see, you know, crafters go, "Oh, I got this at the Dollar Tree," and I'm thinking, not at mine. Mine, they look sometimes horrible. But that's why I always say, if you want like low price picks, just get them at like Walmart, because they're only going to be, you know, 97 cents there. And they usually have a good good ones of them. Okay, these I'm going to kind of angle up a little bit. But I think maybe at the end, if I really want that pop of color, are these like that too? No, then I can always bend them back. I mean, they're wired. So I'm not worried about it. And my glue gun is dying a little bit, but so it won't be so hot, I'm going to let it kind of cool a little bit. Like I said, this thing really does get hot. And it doesn't do any good when you're doing projects with styrofoam because it just melts it. All right, there we go. So we got this one kind of going up a little bit, but I haven't put the other one on here. I got to figure out what this is supposed to be. Just says flower market on here. It's all cockeyed. Thingamajig. My Dollar Tree has great floral items. I'm glad, because mine doesn't. And when I went to that nice one in Augusta, I think because I'm so used to not buying them, that's one thing I don't ever really go look at is in a night. I need to, when I go back to that nicer one, look at what they have. I mean, sometimes they'll have a lot of colorful stuff, but when you really want to buy just some greenery, I tell you, in the Dollar Tree, they're not so bad on their like fern leaves. But that's one greenery I don't put a lot on my wreaths or anything is fake ferns. I don't know why. I have one in my house. But y'all know I don't do windows. I put the bare amount of windows in my house that the building inspector said you had to have. The last house we lived in, y'all, it had a window. Oh my God, it had a window on every wall, bay windows. It was just windows everywhere. So when I was like, can we just have a house that don't have any windows in it? I put like a real big one in my living room, but I keep the blinds closed on it all the time. And Buffy opens them and I come right in and close them. And I love light. I just don't know. I just don't like natural light. Okay, so that's kind of going up. All right, so let's add. I want to put this color in there just because I like it. I think it's neat. And it's got that sandy, jute. That's the good thing about if you're like a farmhouse jute decoration lover, sand. That jute is just like sand color, so. And this is kind of like 3-in-1. It's just got a little bit of paper holding it together, so I'm gonna but I don't want to lose the weeping part of it, so I don't want to cut it short. And this, I will look, because I like this to see if y'all can get this somewhere else. But I really want this to come way out. Because it looks like beach, it looks like coral. So I want that to poke out. And then this one, I'm gonna let go down. But I still think that's a little too long. Let me shorten this one. I'm gonna put it somewhere in the middle. Just so, yeah, so it gives it that, we've got that coral looking on there, but it sticks out further than the other stuff. All right, so now we're gonna put our pretty colors on here. All right, here is this and this. And we don't have to have a whole lot of color. So let's get 3 off of there, and we will get I really like these little flowers. It's almost like it's a little mum. All right, so we need these to be pretty short. And they're gonna turn. All right, you just don't want the zombies getting you. I know a tree store isn't very stocked when I go. The zombies, I don't know what the zombies are. Tell me what the zombies are like. You know about the Dollar Tree zombie? Oh my gosh, I love it. All right. Let's put one about right there. I'm not reading your comments because I feel like it's slowing me down for just a second. And then I'll go back and check them out. And people are probably always getting on going, I like her crafts, but she needs to shit up. My Dollar Tree isn't very stocked. You just don't want the zombies getting you. I don't know what that means, Martha. Oh my gosh, there was found a black bobcat roaming the road out there about 2 miles from me. It's pretty tall. Oh my gosh. Girl, I'd be scared of bobcats. I mean, don't they like get your like domestic animals? All right. and I like that pop of color. But we might get one more. Gotta have it even on both sides. We'll do that one a little longer and it'll be out there. You know, kind of like the Love Child daisies. That's what those remind me of. Now this, I absolutely love. All right, so let's cut that. I like that you can bend flowers all kind of catawampus ways. Oh, I'm trying to stuff a leaf in it with it. Ah, oh, come on. All right. All right, let's see. I don't really worry so much about the top part, about putting glue in that one, because it doesn't have gravity or anything working against it. So, you know, sometimes if you're working, you know, ones that are coming up on a wreath, you don't really have to so much worry about it. All right. This one will be on the bottom, so we'll stick a little bit of this. And y'all, it's got like a little, almost like the moss we were playing with the other night on our little house. On here. I have some red ones the same way. When I bought these orange ones, when I went in there the other day, she had some red ones. And I was like, oh my gosh, you have red? And she was like, yes. And I was like, and you can see how pretty they are. I almost wish she had some blue ones, you know, for, you know, 4th of July. Let's see. Okay. Love that. Love it. Flower power. Few windows. Where did you get your coral looking floral? This one I got at a boutique in where we live, in a town where we live. It's almost like, I don't know, almost like a there's a blush dahlia, is it, that gets this full, but they get bigger, and this almost looks like that. It's just like the perfect little mom. But they may have that at Hobby Lobby or something. I just have not looked over there for that. So I'm going to go sooner or later. And if they do, I'll let you see. But it is super orange. But that's why I like these picks right here. The more of the daisy looking one, the orange ones. I got those just at Walmart. But I love that, y'all. And I like the way it is right now. Polka dots, and you know, think it'll just splash against her. She has a gray and white house. All right, so you know, we got to get our bow. Yeah. my clippers are kind of looking a little pitiful. I'm like, how you get it? Okay, there it is. How you get it to go back in there? All right. Zombies are dead people walking around. Oh, you know, zombies are like Walking Dead. Yeah, but I mean, you talking about the people in Dollar Tree you didn't want me to get? People, if you have the gift, you see dead people walking. Oh, no, I don't have the gift. Sandy, you in Texas. Those are marigolds. Oh, so that makes sense. Like just the perfect marigold, too. Oh, yes. I don't think they have it on the tag. It's just like a little tag that tells you how much it is. Okay. Y'all, normally I always want to do a bow, but because it's so small and I want to control what we put on it, I almost want to do just kind of like either a little messy bow or one little, hold on. Maybe I could just use my floral picks and put a little, like this thing as like a messy bow background. And then I could do a bow. Because I always like to do bows on your house. I don't think I've ever done any kind of wreath with a messy bow for outside. That would be awesome. Firecracker. I have to save that. See, like, and then this is just my mesh that has like little pieces of cotton in it. You can get it at any craft store. Sometimes you can find it in black with white. But I tell you, it's hard to find projects that when it's not Halloween to go with that. Like, kind of do it. Or should I go with the... I want the... Y'all, I'm almost thinking I might want to do a messy bow. Never done one on the... So you just have that kind of as my background for... my my little messy bow. Well, let's try it. Twist it to handle back right. Twist it to handle back right. I don't know what you're talking about. Twist it to the handle back right. Okay. I'll touch it. You don't have to tell me which one. All right. I really like this darker green, but I feel like bringing in that splash of this color. I kind of like the polka dot, but then I don't. Like maybe having both of these, but you know, if we do a messy bow, it can't be very long. Let's see. Hey, Buffy. Buffy. Bufferoni. Bufferoni. The San Francisco tree. That's what we call her. We used to sing that to her when we were little and she'd get so mad at us. And then sometimes I think she secretly loved it, but then she'd act like she was mad. Marigolds. Twist the handle back right. Oh, you're saying the handle, is it? Okay. On your cutter. Oh, you're saying to twist it. Girl, y'all so smart. I'm telling y'all. Never crafting alone again, ever. That's my motto on my website that my niece is getting ready for me. We got to get our Heffa shirt on there. I thought you were talking about the handle on the thing. I'm just not with it. By the end of the day, by the time y'all see me, my brain is like, girl, I have had it. All right. Now I'm wanting, I don't know if I really like this sandy color or if I like just a real burlap color. I don't know, this one seems closer. I don't want to put any orange in it. I bought like an orange and white checker out that maybe I might put in the background, but for some reason I want just the flowers to be the deal. Let's put both of them in there. Like I bought out, but nah. Chris will say it looks like Tennessee. My mama won't care, but what if it was in the background and just a little bit? Maybe not so wide. If I would quit cutting this wire with my good scissors, they would probably cut. Just maybe a little bit. And have it in the back. All right, and then I've got polka dot that match. All right, that's all I want to put in here. I've got some white, but I think this is enough. All right. Burlap color, add some white in your bow. Are getting me. All right, let's see. Buffy? think she's in the shower. I'm gonna stand up and then I'll be able to show y'all how nasty I got today. I want to get my pinking shears because I didn't grab them last night and I did it later on, and it's aggravating to do it when you. Hey, Muffin, what's that sweet girl doing? Come on. I'm coming back, I promise. What's that sweet girl doing? You're hungry. Oh, your bowls are empty. I'll be there in just a minute, I promise. Almost done. All right. Yeah, see, look. I mean, first scoop I did today, I sent mud all over me. But they're white, so hopefully I can bleach them. They're my favorite. They keep me cool in the summer. Then you don't worry about if you're bending over because it's got little shorties under it. Don't you love like little tennis skirts? Because that way, you know, you don't feel like you got your yard clothes on. But if you're doing yard, it's okay because you got a little skort on under it, or whatever you call them. I'm happy to see how to fix the cutter handle. Mine is the same way. I'll twist mine also. God, you think I would have known something like that by now? But I think, like, you know, the more you use them, the older they get, they do that, because they didn't do that at first. Maybe they just kind of lose some of their grippy grip. Oh, and I like this. That's going to be really cute. So see, like, the ends will be... And I've never done a messy bow on a wreath. I bet it's going to be so cute, especially on something like flip-flops, where, you know, you always got kind of, you know, little pom-pom on the... Watch me have to, like, cut a whole bunch of these when I get it on there, if it's too long, because I don't want it to cover up anything. So we might be cutting these again. Hey, Sin from El Toro with margaritas. With margaritas. Y'all made me so mad. Y'all either calling from a restaurant. Ooh, y'all, that piece of wire went in my hand like a splinter. Be a little bit more careful with that. Y'all be careful cutting little pieces. So she either calls me from Tabby, or now she's having margaritas. Well, Lynn, I can't have any alcohol because of my whole 30. But I only have 2 more days. But I don't care about alcohol. All I care about is Sprite Zero. Woo. All right. Let's see how we want to do this. We're going to put our little, maybe sandy color in the back. Then we'll put our darker green. Let's put that. I don't want to put it in the way back, but I kind of just wanted the only color to be my, here, and then that sandy color right there. And we'll cut some of it, because there's some of it that I really want us to see. Lynn, I might have sort of kind of made you something for your beach house. Sometimes you remind me of my best friend, Dingy Daddy. Oh, so cute. Love flip-flops. Check your dark green piece. I think you missed the end with the pink and shears. All right, I see those 2 I did, and the darker green, it looks like I did. But I think I did that one kind of catty-womp. But I'm going to have to cut some of them because there's colors I want you to see. And all these are wired, so I won't have any floppy parts, so we can really make it look like we want it. But it's going to be like a little hard getting it tied first because I want it to scrunch up, but I want you to see them all. I even like that side or that side. Because I really just want the flowers to be that pop of color. You know me, I'm scared of color. Pam, my boss, told me today that his wife, she jumped on here for a second or two last night and saw where I had that pink shirt on from work, and she was like, Cindy has pink on. I was like, yeah, I wear color every now and again. Darn, boy, that really did go on my skin. All right, so let's see. We can cut this down. So you can see that green and the green. I always do messy bows with just too wide a ribbon, but we'll cut it down so we can see it. Because I really like the colors coming through. The polka dotty. I'm cutting these really at an angle, and I kind of like the angle cut. Except that one I need to cut down like I did the other ones. Okay. And I think it's going to be little like we want it to be. And I'm glad we did that background, you know, of this. Oh, I think I know what it's missing, but I think I'm not going to do it. It's normally I have tails hanging down because I do a bow. But y'all, I think the safest thing to do on here, like I can put some glue on it because I have this behind it, but I'm just going to slip a pin behind it, just like a floral pin. They look like this. You can get them in any place that sells anything floral. And it's slipping in the back of this just perfect. You can put glue on them, but I'm going to kind of put it at an angle, a down angle, so it'll catch it in there perfect. You can still put some glue on it if you want to, especially if it's a door you're going to come in and out of. She does it really in this door that I think she put it under, but I think she'd still be okay. So there we go. I love it. I love it. You are flipping and flopping, girl. Did you ever find any Jenga blocks? No, Jane, I didn't. But I only looked, and that good place that I went like a couple of weeks ago, I still haven't been in our Dollar Tree yet. You know, I'm just hoping that if I give them time and come in there and they just wow me with something that they have that they haven't had. I think I'm probably going to be disappointed, but I'll live through it. I'll make it up to myself by finally going to, what do you call it? Hobby Lobby. And Michael's. Michael's has probably got some good summer ribbon on sale. Cute, love them, and the colors. I do too. I like having just the color here. I mean, you can see a little bit in the bow, not too bad. But, and I think any part, like red would have been really pretty here. Any color, I mean, like a blue. And you know, they do make blue picks. And you see, we didn't have to do a lot to cover the oasis. Like if you looked up through there, you can kind of see it, but you know, it blends right in. But if you worry about it, just cover it with like some burlap or something. Even if you do other colors, that burlap it's just like a natural color, so it will do it. Looks beautiful. You are a great eye for putting colors together. Ah, thank you, thank you. And this isn't really a coral color. It really is like a true orange. But I'm going to get that coral stuff in and try, you know, the blue and coral. I found Jenga blocks at Dollar General around $4. Darlene, I almost stopped at a Dollar General today just to kind of see what was up. But I didn't want to be late because I didn't get home until 7 o'clock. And I didn't want to be late for y'all tonight. And I mean, and I had to brush my hair. I looked like, you know, just... It was scary. But you know something I did want to do? I wanted to go around the edges, because if you sand this chalk paint, it gets really chalky looking. So let's probably bring out more of the, yeah. And I'll compare the two so y'all can see what I'm talking about. It's like when you scratch it, it's like you bring the chalk to the surface. And we'll do that edge. Yeah, look, doing that little edge like that kind of cleans it up too. Okay, I'm gonna let you see what I'm talking about, comparing one side to the other. How you can see it's chalky. I hope y'all can see it. Oop, my phone's about to die. Let me do a better color. All right, see how this one, we clean the edges up around the edge and comparing the two. It just makes it look a little bit more chalky. See how that looks dark? I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it's just like it brings that chalk to the surface of the paint. And I'll tell you a good thing is when you bring your raw edges like this to the surface, if you'll take like some of your antiquing and put just on that raw edge, it'll define your edge a lot. I don't know if I want to bring anything darker in here. It's almost bringing the raw woods, almost bringing like a white border around the edge. So I like that. And then you can put like a sealant on it. This is when you can go back if you're doing something outside and get your Mod Podge is a good sealant. Because the Dixie Belle sealant that I have on colors, not so bad, but like this white, it has like a yellowing effect. I've never tried the Wise Owl sealer they have, but the Dixie Belle, it yellows white just a little bit. Even when I finally put it on there, like if I know I'm gonna have to seal something with that Dixie Belle, I'll do that stark white because it kind of yellows it a little bit. But just your plain Mod Podge, but make sure you grab the Mod Podge that's matte, because if you do gloss over this, you might as well have just painted your acrylic paint. It's not gonna have that chalk, you know, that matte finish to it. Debbie, thank you so much. Love the white polka dots with the sandy beige color. Just screams summer and pretty. Yeah, I mean, and even if say you're at the beach, to me, you could go right on to fall in with these colors. You know what I mean? Because I always wonder, like when you're at the beach, you get to decorate beachy. Even at Christmas time, you get to do like Christmas beachy wreaths. That's got to be so fun. I don't get to do that here. I think I put that dust in my eye. I love the white polka dot. Love it just as it is. Yeah, me too. I even think this is pretty cute. I'm kind of, I always like the tails, but I think if we had longer tails, it might cover up more of what this is. And then like from the road, you may go, she just got something polka dot up there on her porch. Where this kind of still, gives you that flip-flop effect. So I think not having the toe, but I like it. I like that splash of white with these, picks too, but then you got the really green. And this you don't have to add, it just kind of had that little corally, summer. It was just something different. And I only have one piece left now. I don't think she had any more, but it wasn't cheap. But I've liked it. I don't think she got the pretty woman remark. Oh, you said pretty. Oh, somebody said I was pretty. Y'all are so sweet. Yeah, I mean, the bow is not probably to me the best thing on here, but I think it's the best way to put ribbon on here because I think it would have taken it away from it unless you would have just done a bow. But I really wanted to add some florals to it because I tend to just add bows to like a wooden piece like this, and sometimes you just want a little bit more than a bow. Me and my friend Dingy Debbie have friends since 75. When we got together, we sound like two high school girls. We are in our 60s. Judy, that's awesome. You love friends like that you can keep forever. It's beautiful. I messaged your friend to see if I can get her to do me some flip-flops, Debbie. All right, yeah. Y'all message her, and like I said, if you want them the exact same size, I'll take this with me out there when I go to pick up the little chairs that I got her to cut me some more chairs. And I'll show her. But like I said, she does flip-flops all the time. And you'll like it. You'll get addicted to it. I mean, I've got like this board, all kind of stuff from her that I get. I'm like, I'm going to paint this one day. I don't have enough doors, though. Well, you are, but in the Pretty Woman movie, she wore that dress that looks like the flip-flops. She did to the polo. When she goes, walk, 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 walk. Oh, I thought you meant like y'all y'all talking about Pretty Woman, the movie. Yeah, remember when she stands there and she goes, walk, 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 when one of them gets like a scores or something. Yes, Southern Door Art. Rosemary, thank you so much. I sent the measurements from the website. Okay, perfect. And just make sure you tell her that the little thong part of the flip-flop is like another piece. Because she'll cut those and probably send it with you and you can glue it down. I think she likes to glue hers down with super glue, but child, we put E6000 on it because I don't trust Georgia weather. Yes, y'all click on what Rosemary just said. I can make anything you want. Anything. Y'all like those little chairs? Y'all like anything. And she knows how to mail it all to you. No size. She knows how to weigh it. Best prices. UPS, I think, gets to you. She's all on top of that. But she is really good. I mean, and it's got to help y'all with, things being closed down some states. Like, Georgia, we're open to full capacity for everything. Restaurant, we're 100%. And then I saw where the CDC put out where if you're fully vaccinated, they're saying you can go without a mask. So, but I know some places, what y'all say in Canada, didn't y'all say everything was shutting back down again? Yeah, y'all click on there and Jennifer will send you anything. I mean, she does stuff down to ornaments. And the good thing about her too is she can cut things into your board. Like, like if you wanted your name, in them, she does like initials. Like if you want initial things, she can do anything. And you can get anything from her. Like I said, big letters, anything that you can get, like tags are really, we've done a lot of things with like big tags, small tags, but she does ornament size things. And she's got a lot on her website. She's good for y'all to go on there and follow her, like on her Facebook, because there's a lot of things that she paints that she'll cut a board for. And like I said, you can buy the things that she's already painted. But say like she put something on there and you really like it. And you're like, I want to get one of those, but I want it blank. You want to paint it your own color. Or you can paint it just like she's painted it on the picture. She gives you lots of ideas too. But yeah, go on there and like I said, follow her. That way you can always message her and get, I mean, that's what she does for a living. That's her job. She, you know, you won't have to wait till like she gets home from work. This is her business. I'm wanting the chairs like you had yesterday. She is right on top of things. She even got back to me right away. I'm telling you, she is she's digging. You know, I'll be like, Jennifer, I'm coming to see you today. I mean, and I'll be out there for an hour because we'll just start on, you know, like 2 minds and you start like feeding off each other. And finally, I'm like, I got to go so you can do other things because we're just sitting here and like come up with all kind of ideas all the time. Yes, she does trucks. I wish I had all my stacks of things in here that she can do, but she has done, and she has painted tons of trucks. She's got a lot of lives on her Facebook thing. You'll just have to go back and find them, but she's got a lot of lives on painting different trucks. Y'all, she painted this truck once, and it was a Halloween truck, and in the back of it she did like bubbles all over it and cauldrons, and in the driver's seat was the Hocus Pocus 3 witches. And she just sat there and she goes, okay, she had orange hair and it looked like this and her hair was black, and she shows you how to paint it, and it looks amazing. Like the Hocus Pocus characters are driving the truck, so you just paint the back of their heads, and in the back she had like a cauldron. It was like, you know, the bubbles from the brew. She's got some great lives. She's probably one of the first people I ever watched do a live video like this, you know, painting, and she used to do them all the time, and I think now we probably keep her busy. But yeah, she does. I mean, she can do your truck this size for like an ornament. She's done lots of, she used to go to, before COVID, a lot of shows where, you know, like art shows for Christmas and stuff. So she had like a stack of little trucks that you could paint for an ornament. And you could just buy the blank one, or she had painted some. Or she, you know, will have stuff that I think about 4 feet is about as big as the one she could do. Her machine, you know, is only so big, but, you know, 4 feet is pretty big. What is her Facebook page? Debbie, go back up to what Rosemary just shared, and it's Southern Door Art, and I'm pretty sure yeah, that's her Facebook page, isn't it? You click on that, and it's Arts and Crafts Show. Yeah. And she has a Southern Door VIP too, I think. I don't think you have to pay for either one. It was just maybe the VIP is what she did for the videos. But anybody, yeah, you just tap on that, Debbie, and it'll tell you every night is a good night with Sin. Yeah, I stayed up late last night to watch her till the end, knowing I had to get up at 4. I know. 9:21. But yeah, go on there and see her. Like I said, she's got a lot of videos, and you know, to paint anything. And I mean, just if you see something, you can probably message her with like a little picture of kind of what you want and say, hey, I want this one around 5 inches, and she'll get back to you and say, yeah, I've already got one of those, or no, I can't do that. But I don't think she ever told me no, because she could, you know, her whatever she can put on her computer, she can cut on that machine. So she's wonderful. And she has great prices, and she's a really good person too. So, you know, can't fault doing business with a good person. And she's just from small old Podunk, Waynesboro like me. So she, you know, she's a sweet person. All right, what is her page called? Okay, so you saw it on there. Yeah, just click on that, Shannon, and you'll find her. All right, well, I'm going to let y'all go because we have chit-chatted long enough. And I'll take a picture of this hanging up. But I kind of want to post it because then my mom will comment on it. But guess she's probably already watching. All right, I will see y'all tomorrow night.